Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for BroadwayWorld, one of this season's most eagerly awaited new musicals, which has audiences dancing in the aisles, is On Your Feet, the story of Emilio and Gloria Estefan. And we're here on opening night to celebrate with the company, led by Josh Segarra and Anna Villafanier, who's making her Broadway debut.
The Estefans, Gloria and Emilio, have been part of my childhood growing up, and being able to, it's a Thursday, it's TBT Thursday, it's throwing it back, just spurred me, ignited some fire within me to just pursue what I'm doing even further, to broaden my horizons. Very motivating, very inspiring. For those that are considering, this is something that you must watch.
This show contains half of the casts of In the Heights on Broadway and our touring companies. I mean, I literally know 3/4 of the cast, so I cannot wait to celebrate with them.
They are terrific. I was here last night. This is like one of your shows. This has so much heart. It's a universal story. I mean, what Emilio and Gloria went through.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it. I'm coming in a week and a half. I'm coming to a Wednesday matinee, so I can't wait to see it and celebrate this extraordinary cast. It's so wonderful to have all my favorite Latino friends next door.
As a Latina, I'm telling you, I went bananas. I was jumping in my seat, and my escort was just looking at me like, who is this person I came with tonight? I just turned, Latina. It's great.
Well, I know they mean the world to you, and Emilio produced your latest album, right? Would you tell us?
Emilio Estefan produced my album, which is all in Spanish. And the surprise in the album is that I sing one song from West Side Story somewhere, but I sing it in Spanish. He wrote the lyrics in Spanish, and it's gorgeous.
What was it like?
It can be found at Amazon and iTunes.
This is such a gorgeous universal story that you, of course, wrote, you directed, you choreographed. Talk about working as a team. I mean, sitting in that audience last night, there were people from all over the world, of all different ages, so moved by this story, what it means to all of you.
Well, first of all, the collaboration was effortless, and I really mean that. He wrote and wrote and wrote and wrote and never just kept making the story better. He wrote with his feet and wrote and wrote and wrote and kept making the dances better, and I tried to make the pictures better. There was a guy in the box office who's Cuban, and he came up to me tonight at intermission, and he bought a ticket for his mother the day he knew he was going to be working on this, and she was there at intermission. She was in tears, and she's Cuban, and and I said, well, that's what it's about, sort of. It's not only them, it's everyone else. And I am running for president, but if you're going to build walls to keep immigrants out, Gloria and Emilio never would have made it to this country, and we never would have had this music or this story to tell. So think about that in this election year coming up.
With Jerry Mitchell again and Sergio Trujillo, because you've done some work for them before, all the Broadway Bears and everything else, working with your friends, what that means to you.
Working with these two guys, these are two masters at the top of their game. And they both come at things with this beautiful passion and love, and they treat us all like we are the most important part of the puzzle, and that's amazing. And you don't see that very often. They're both two beautiful humans.
And working with Gloria and Emilio.
Oh my God, I'm a Cuban from Miami. I mean, are you kidding me? I always say this were a religion, I've hit like priesthood, It's amazing.
Favorite Gloria song, do you have one?
Anything for you. Yeah.
That was quick.
Oh, I love that one. Yeah, it's amazing. And Anna's singing it's even better.
So with Broadway debut, you took your bow tonight. Do you remember what you were thinking?
I saw my parents and just started losing it, so I said, don't lose it too much on stage.
There are no words to express the excitement that we have tonight to be in this show at this time.
You sing one of the most beautiful songs, and I understand it's one of the earliest songs Gloria had written. Tell me.
Yes, I sing When Someone Comes Into Your Life. It's one of her original songs from years ago, and it was never just one of those that just was picked up and made it big. But it fits perfectly in the moment that we are in the show, and it's a beautiful moment, and I'm very grateful to be able to, actually bring that song to life for Gloria, and she cries every time. It's an amazing feeling. Trust me.
Talk about the role that you play.
Well, I played Jose Fajardo, which is Gloria's father. Gloria and Jose had a very close relationship, but unfortunately, through life circumstances, he contracted multiple sclerosis, and he died young. So she had to really love him, and they had this time together for a very short time. But it doesn't matter how long or how short your life is. It's the bond that you have with each other. And I feel I almost have that with Gloria now because she calls me Papi when she sees me, and it's a very exhilarating time.
My debut is tonight. I'm very fortunate to be here, and it's amazing. It's amazing.
What a way to make your Broadway debut. What has it been like working on this musical? Tell me.
It has been, well, I commenced my journey with On Your Feet when they were still doing workshops over a year ago. So it's really nice to see the story evolve and get new cast members, see all the creatives, and it's amazing. It's like no other feeling. It's amazing.
Playing young Gloria, what is that like?
Young Gloria, it's amazing because you're representing someone who's so influential, but in their earlier years. So you're basically giving the first impression of what people didn't see of Gloria. So that's the best feeling in the world.
An unforgettable night. And besides all the glitz and glamour of it, to represent a family as beautiful as the Estefan family is just the deepest kind of honor possible.
What has this whole experience been like for you with working on this musical?
Unbelievable. I had to move from starstruck to collaborator to just being so deeply humbled and moved by both Gloria and Emilio and how much love they poured into this and how much they shared with me in order for me to be able to tell Gloria's mother's story, which has just been the role of a lifetime.
Playing her mother.
Yes, who knew? An incredible, powerful, charismatic lady who I am proud to represent on that stage every night.
It's the best, most positive team, and full of pride. There's so many Latins of all stripes in it, and we're very, very proud and grateful to the Estefans to let us tell their story, because they are beautiful, beautiful people.
Playing this role, you play the grandmother. Tell me.
I know. I've gotten to know a lot about her. Apparently she used to do things like there was a baseball stadium near where they lived, and she would go sell food to at the breaks. And finally she told them, look, you guys like my food so much, why don't you come to my house? So she'd sell it out of her house and made a lot of money. She was an amazing cook, but also very spiritual and very inspirational to Gloria. And I'm very, very... And I have two Latin grandmothers that I have in my mind, too, that I sort of mix in my mind. And then Alex has written really good humor. I mean, he's written, and there's no dross. It's all gold.
We've been working so hard on this, and it's such an important thing to me and to Anna and to the cast. And I hope that people enjoyed themselves tonight. Okay, good.
We spoke that very first day at the Marquis when you were all cast, you sat there. But I mean, what has it been like working on this musical for Broadway?
Oh man, I mean, getting to know Gloria and Emilio and their family, getting to know Naib and Emily, and it's just meant so much to me because I've known them for so long without knowing them, and now I've gotten to know them, and they just couldn't be better people. They couldn't be better. They're such an exemplary couple. I look up to them in so many ways, and working on this show, it's meant so much because it's such a personal story to me, to my family, and I've got my family here with me tonight, and my mom was in tears during that curtain call. I couldn't even look at her, but it just means the world to me that my family's here to celebrate it with me.
I mean, just getting to know Emilio and having him there when you get to play him.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. But I'll tell you, he's such a stud, it was all just support from him, it was never... There was never any judgment on his end. There was never any uncomfort on my end because he just every day would hug me and kiss me and tell me that I'm doing okay and remind me to enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment, papi. Enjoy the moment. This is it. I was like, okay, bro, okay.
Welcome to Broadway. How does it feel?
Thank you. It's exhilarating. It's exhilarating. I mean, this is what I dreamed about as a kid, so it's here, it's happening, and I'm just taking it all in and enjoying it.
I was here last night. I told Josh, thank you for one of the most memorable nights I've ever spent in the theater. I had the best time last night, I have to tell you. And I was telling Gloria earlier, watching you, I'm like, oh my God, is that Gloria?
Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you. That means I'm doing my job. That's amazing. Well, it's big shoes to fill, and I think I just take it as a huge responsibility. So every night I just want to be as truthful and honor her as much as possible. So
we spoke that first day. You had all just started this whole incredible journey. What's it been like working on the show and working with Gloria and Emilio?
It's been very fulfilling. They've been so empowering and nurturing with me, and it's such a labor of love. That's really what the show's about. It's celebrating an entire group of people who just have something inside them that's trying to come out. And so I think that's what all of us are. So it's very human and it's very real and it's all about connecting, and they do it best. You know, I have the best guidance through it all.
The best mother and father, right? Mommy and Poppy?
Yes, Mommy and Papi. I like that. Look at you.
Well, Josh was saying, that Emilio was like his Poppy. He's like, just go do your thing. We just give you love and support.
It's true. At first, it can be threatening, but they're so not. They're so open, and they just want to see everybody succeed, and they just want to lift everybody up, and that's what it feels like. All of us have been lifted up rather than, just being looked at and expecting to fail or something like that. So it's an amazing feeling to have Gloria say, look, I believe in what you have to offer, so run with it. That's amazing.